Hello, Luiginoids! This is LuigiXRules playing the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword Randomizer. In the last episode, what did we do again? That was when we took on the Ancient Cistern, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. And then we went to the Thunderhead, and in this episode... Oh yeah, we also fought Levias, that's right. So you got two bosses out of the way. In this episode, we are going to... If you couldn't tell already, we're going to Lanayru. Oh, I'm just going to ignore that sparkling spot. That is for the trials. And we are not doing the trials. Anyway, there's still a couple of things that we need to do here in Lanayru. One of which is over here. If you remember a while back, I bought a stamina potion. And you actually need the stamina potion in order to grab this chest that's at the end of the lightning node. As you can see, even with the stamina potion, we only barely had enough juice to get to the end. And of course, it was just something stupid like that. Now, the stamina potion isn't going to last forever, so let's try and... Uh-oh. This might be a problem. I guess I should explain what the stamina potion does. It makes it so that, you basically have more stamina. Alright, looks like I'm gonna have to change the time here. Alright, that should allow us to get here more easily. So, is there another way to get up here? It doesn't look like there is to me. So I've always assumed that that chest absolutely requires a stamina potion, but I wonder if you can, like... No, you can't run up that. Seems like you can almost... If you could, like, get on top of one of these barrels, maybe you could. Yeah, I don't know. I've always assumed, though, that that required a stamina potion. But, yeah, I guess I'll just meet you at our next destination. So we are going to be going back to the Sand Sea. We do indeed need to go. Oh, apparently he can just take you straight to the sand ship. But we can go there manually, of course, as well. As you can see, you can even see it in the background. Just dock right there. We are instead going to go over here. And interestingly, it looks like the stamina potion... I can't tell, actually, if that's working. I think that sound means that the stamina potion's about to run out. That beeping. Anyway, this is technically a place we've been to before. Sadly, I didn't save at this statue here, so I couldn't just go right here. Would have made this a lot easier, but I previously decided that we did not need to come here because we could get like one thing here last time we came here. And that is actually because we did not have the whip last time we went to this area. This is one of very few things in the game that requires the whip. In fact, it's the only area, I believe, that is outside of a dungeon that requires the whip. And then there's a bunch of these guys. You'll want to kill them with your bombs. But of course, we also need the claw shots, but we had the claw shots last time we came here. Then we got these weird things right here that we can latch onto, and this might actually be the first time we're using the claw shots. No, we had to use them as the double claw shots previous time, so never mind about that. And then we have to go behind this little rock section here. A lot of these things, it's better just to run past them. And once again, we got these weird flying things that we can grapple onto. There haven't really been too many chests yet, but trust me, there... Wow, that had nothing. Will be pretty soon. There's a chest right past this guy. The second moblin we're fighting. That's what you're supposed to do with them. Just waltz right over them. Dang, our sword is so strong we can even one-shot those tougher guys. Alright, first chest of this area. Hey, there's the final adventure pouch upgrade. Wow, there we go. That's as big as our adventure pouch can get, as you can see. All 8 slots. Cool. Now there's a goddess cube over there, but that's not relevant. What is relevant is, over here, we're gonna see why exactly we needed the whip. First of all, there's these enemies here. When they charge up like that, you want to pull them down, and then you want to slice them like that. You can also finish and blow them, I guess. There's not a save point up here. But, the most important reason you needed the whip was because of this thing. And that'll cause one of those things to spawn. Then it'll fly over there. And while it's moving, actually, we can latch onto it while it's moving. Alright, now we've got to figure this out. There's some bugs up here, but most importantly, there's also this guy right here, which either requires the beetle or the bow, which we also did not have the last time we went to Lanayru. There, you can't kill him without the beetle or the bow. So now we can latch on. We have a clear place to go. Then we can actually go back over this way. Latch on to that. And I believe there should be a chest, yeah, in these cacti. Okay, there's either 1 or 2 more of these in the game. I honestly don't remember how many heart containers there are, but I believe it feels an even 6-6 split between heart containers you can get through, well, actual heart containers and pieces of heart. And yay, that gives us 15. There's only 5 more heart containers that we can get. Okay, well now we need to complete this area real quick. This one can be kind of annoying. Looks like we missed our chance. Ooh, we did it. That's kind of a difficult thing, because you have to wait for the cycle to be correct. Alright, so we are about to get chest number 3 in here. This one requires the gust bellows, which of course we did not have. Because somewhere in here there is a chest, which it looks like we found immediately. Wow. Basically 2 heart containers back to back. That is the other life medal in the game, because they couldn't be bothered to put 8 more pieces of heart in, so they just decided to put those things. That's not too surprising, because I'm pretty sure all of these are in the logic, or like I explained a couple episodes ago, they are in progress areas, so we might be finding a lot of pieces of heart in the upcoming future. Now, we are pretty much done here. There's 1 more chest we can grab. Let's see here. Yeah, down, all the way down there. We fall here, we can actually angle where we fall. And that is how you grab this chest. It's a rare treasure. Alright, there wasn't anything here, but figured might as well come here anyway. So as you can see, there's actually multiple ways you can go. If you want to go back up, we can hookshot to that, or claw shot to that. But since we want to go back, we can claw shot down here. This guy you actually do not have to kill. You can run around him. So yeah, I guess with that, I'm going to save and then meet y'all at the sand ship, because we can actually do that now that we have the bow and the gust bellows. Alright, no guarantees on being able to complete this dungeon this episode, but we might be able to. So we can sequence break once again because we do have the bow. I think I'm going to try and do things in the intentional order. In fact, if I were to guess, we're probably going to have to end off the episode right before the boss, sadly. But we will come down here. Trying to remember where we actually need to go. It's been a while since I've done this. I don't think this is where we need to go. Okay, here we go. This guy, I'm pretty sure we absolutely do need to defeat. Because he's going to get in the way. And this is another really tight thing right here, as you can see. Yeah, most of the time it's actually just better to run around those guys. Okay. Well, now we can come down here. As you might be able to see, this is actually the boss door right here, but we can't get it because those things that are only there in the future are blocking the way. And finally we get the one thing we may have been able to get the first time we came here. The reason that we couldn't, or that I didn't bother, is because we need to find the combination to this lock, and the only way to find it is to blow here, and as you can see, there's gonna be 4 of these things. What? No. I want the claw shots. Alright, so let's take a look here. So this one, with one of the things, a different color, says down, then up. What? So it's down, up, down, right. That sounds familiar, actually. So yeah, down, up, down, right is the code that we are going to need here. I imagine that, I wonder if there's like a setting in the randomizer to determine whether this requires the gust bellows or not. Because if you memorize the code, I'm pretty sure that you don't need the gust bellows, but I like to make sure that I can do it. Oh hey, another empty bottle. There's, I think, 6 of those, so I'm not gonna green it out yet. But sadly, there's nothing for us to do at the bottom here, so I'm going to meet you back at the, basically on the deck of the ship. I'll be honest, I just left the area and came back. I think that was probably faster to get back onto the top. But now that, oh, we didn't even get a small key, did we? So I guess there was no point in doing anything. Or what? No. There was no point in doing that after all. So you'd normally get a small key from that, which would let you do that locked door thing that we saw. And now that we have the bow, you can not only activate those switches, but also activate this time shift stone that's right there. And with that, the entire dungeon's going to change. Ooh, but he's gonna lock it so that we can't shift the time anymore. It's locked into the past. Ooh, and we can't go that way. But now that we're in the past, this opens up right here. We've got a bunch of archers around here, but we do happen to be an archer ourselves. I don't remember what the proper order is. Oh yeah, here's another key. Both keys only really lock one chest behind each of them, so it's not that big of a deal. Oh, there's a ladder over there. I can never remember. Oh, we can't actually leave the dungeon anymore. But I guess that means we gotta figure this out. Alright, so there's gonna be archers that are gonna, or, yeah, like this guy, that are going to be annoying. Oops. Just gonna kill that guy real quick. And these guys are going to cause us some pain later down the line, so let's just kill them right now. Love how precise you can be with the bow in this game. Look at how much it zooms in. Alright, now that those guys are gone, we can come over here, and then we're gonna need to shoot the switch. That'll bring this thing down towards us, and then we can grab onto it. Then it'll take us across here. Now I think there's probably gonna be a couple more guys. Yeah, look at that guy. Then, while we're up here, we're gonna need to turn this, and then press it so that we can open that thing up. Again, that will become important for later puzzles, and of course it opens that door. Oh, good job! What? Now this ship looks just like it used to. That makes me so happy. Now I just need to rescue my crew. It's gonna show us on the map. Down here, near the first chest that we got, is where we need to go rescue the crew. But we're not quite done just yet. So now that we're up here, we can go to this part of the ship. We do want to fall down, I believe. Interesting, a ferry. And you might be able to see, might have been able to see this claw shot target. You can use that to come over here. And then we can fall down the side of the, oh, what? Okay. Fall down the side of the ship. Not only do we get a bomb recharge station, but we also get a chest. Alright, there's the first small key of 2. Naturally, this is a sandy area, so I made it the key color yellow. But now that we have that key, let's put that key to use, why don't we? Okay, I think we're done up here. Why don't we just go grab the boss key right now? Might as well. Or rather, this would be the chest that normally contains the boss key. So there are a couple of enemies down here that we need to be careful of. But, actually according to that, we do not want it to be the past. Alright, let's return when it's not in the past. Sadly though, if you exit and re-enter these rooms enough times, then these enemies are going to respawn. Anyway, this room right here is a pretty good example of why you wouldn't want the time shift stone to be active. So now that that's deactivated, we can actually... Ooh, there's a bunch of sand piles everywhere, and we can actually go into this room. But there's a bit of a hole here, and there's a fan that's not turning. And if you look, just right there, we can see the time shift stone. Now I got a couple of enemies to fight. And we needed to reactivate that time shift stone because if we didn't, then the remnants of that BMOS would be in the way. And we need to stand on this switch so that we can hit that switch, so that we can enter the door. And as you can see, when you step off the switch, it closes. Welcome to, like, the most annoying room in the game. you're almost guaranteed to take a ton of damage in that room. Oh, but we finally managed to grab this chest, which is the boss key chest. But what is it this time? Ooh, one of the 2 gratitude crystal packs that we still need to get. There's only one more of these in the entire game. And it could be in the Earth Temple because, if you remember, at the end of the Ancient Cistern, we actually got the, final key piece. So yeah, that's all there was in that room. So now let's actually take on the dungeon. You could say that this dungeon is similar to the Ancient Cistern in that there's a lot of puzzles that don't actually lead to chests themselves, but we will still need to complete them. So, I don't remember which chest that is. I think it's the map chest, but this is just something really cool that this dungeon does. It forces you to change the time by shooting in those small little crevices. That's one of the reasons why I love the sand ship. The sand ship is honestly one of my favorite dungeons ever. Okay, this is the True Master Sword, the final sword upgrade in the game. So, I think I'm gonna have to take a screenshot of this. That doesn't look too bad, right? I don't think that looks too bad. It's a bit smaller than the other swords, but I had to do that to make it work. So that is the final sword upgrade. That may have increased our attack even further. And now, after we beat the 2 dungeons... Oh, that's right. I think we'll want it to be the future again. Or the past again. So yeah, now that we have that, I think we just need to complete the final 2 dungeons, and we beat the randomizer. Yeah, it's that simple. No, it doesn't look like her strength is actually any higher than it used to be. Okay. So what does pushing this do? Interesting, it lets us go up a floor. What is that at all useful? Oh, it also lets us use the boat, which I decided not to use because I figured we couldn't use it anyway. Yeah, I'm just taking a bit to... Oh, okay, so we're on the upper floor. So now we can come down here. Okay. I don't think we want to be down here yet, though, because I think we need to hit a couple of switches. Yeah, to make these things move. Alright. Okay, I changed my mind again. I think we do actually want it to be in the future or the present. Oh my gosh, it's so weird that the technological thing one is the past technically. Okay, and this is the reason that we wanted it to be the past, was because this thing was spinning, so we couldn't really get a good shot at that. Shooting that will open the door. And it looks like we wanted it to stay in the past so that we could shoot that switch. Okay, and we need it to be the past again because we need this thing over here to be able to be activated. Just this. Oh, whoops, that's not right. You gotta turn it, and you gotta press. And that'll make some things down in that room that I briefly went past start activating. So what I'm learning is that I did this in like absolutely the least efficient way possible. And I'm still doing it wrong apparently. Okay, so I went back up to the surface so that we can shoot this thing. It will drop the boat. Which will... Why do I keep doing this in the wrong order? Oh my gosh. Okay, so dropping that boat will allow us to enter this room in the past. Which we need to do because we need to enter this room. First of all, I just killed these guys. Oh. We should pull this switch down, which will allow for easier access to this room, but luckily we don't actually need to leave the room yet because we have this grate. We did need to hit, okay, let me rephrase that. Now that we have hit or activated both of those generator things, we can now finish the bottom room over here. And as you can see, these things are now moving, which means we now have a path. I'm going to wait a cycle though so that we don't get crushed. Let me try and remember what we have to do. Alright, I think for this one it's pretty simple. There. Alright, that's what we have to do. Whoop. Oh, okay. I guess that works. And now we have, the only part of the dungeon that requires the whip. But let me tell you, you want to do this. Because... Oh. There we go. You will want to do this. Just trust me. Because if you climb up here, there are 5 chests in this room. And as you can see, there's the boss room. There are 5 chests in this room, which means we are going to get 5 different things right now. Including the boss key. There's chest number 1. Ah, there's where the bug net was this whole time. That's the final item of the item ring. It actually does allow us to do something, but thank goodness we got that, finally. Alright, chest number 3. Pieces of heart are to be expected. Hey, that's the other key. And it is actually, in fact, the final key of the game, because I believe I said it so that we don't have to complete Skykeep. So we will not be collecting the Skykeep key. And there aren't any keys in the Earth Temple, so that's the last key. Did I skip a chest? No, okay. And the final chest of this room. Hey, the map. So that room right there is, why there are so many gold rupees in the randomizer, because I think there's like 3 in that room alone. So yeah, that's the one thing that actually requires the whip in this dungeon. Or the 5 things that require the whip. Oh, okay, I guess that's technically wrong. So, yeah, this is the only part of the dungeon that requires the whip, but... So... This one you have to time so that you get on top of it. Stand in the middle of them because you can... Oh, I thought you could run up. No, I guess not. Luckily, these ones don't go all the way to the ceiling. And then once we do that, we can create a shortcut for ourselves. And come through here. Then once we're in here, we can once again press a switch, or flip a switch, and hey, I recognize those things. We were in this room earlier. You're human, right? How'd you get in here? So you came with Skippy to rescue us. You make us so happy. Really? You came on board to find Nayru's flames? If you want to reveal Nayru's flame, you're going to have to regain control of the ship. The control room is next to the brig, but its huge door is shielded shut, and you'll need a key to open it. First, you should head to the captain's cabin. The control room key should be in there. Please take this key as thanks for rescuing us. This is where you normally get the second small key, and now we have the blue bird feather, which I think is technically a rare treasure. And Yeah, we've already gotten that. And hey, now that we have the map, we can see that there's a chest over there. And that appears to be the last chest of the dungeon, actually. I'm getting out of here. Sorry to leave you on your own, but it looks like you can handle it. I'm getting out of here as well. I don't think there's a hole in the ceiling, so I think I'm just gonna meet y'all back on the deck again. And now that we've created this shortcut, it's going to be a lot easier. Okay. Before entering the key door, I guess actually we're going to pass by the saved spot anyway. And there's the last locked door of the Let's Play. And let me just take a second to look at my chart. So yeah, I guess other than the treasure room, though, there really aren't that many chests in here. If it weren't for that treasure room, it'd have by far the least amount of chests, in fact. But anyway, we want to come back here. Oh, we're locked in. That guy's overlooking the sea. Oh, and he's robotic. Once again, I'm gonna pull out my shield for this. It'll just make it a lot easier. If you parry him, then it'll make your life a lot easier. And so if you knock him back, though, then... Ooh, he's got another sword. And that pathway moves a bit further, so we have less space to work with. Yeah, a lot of the fights in this game are way easier with a shield, because you can just parry. Luckily, we have the indestructible shield now. And ooh, that thing's moving even closer. Oh, and that knocked him close enough to the edge for him to fall in. And that spawned a chest. This chest here would normally contain the bow, but of course we already have the bow. So, let's go ahead and see what this is. A gold rupee. Okay, well that almost completes the dungeon, but I think I'm about out of time here. And I think that taking on the boss would just unnecessarily lengthen it. Although, on the other hand, I guess we haven't really done that much in this dungeon, have we? Or in this episode. So I guess we can take on the boss. It's a bit of a longer one, though. God, I hate those guys. I'm probably going to regret this, but I think I will take on the boss right now. Wow, I got that pretty quickly, once again. Ooh, opening the other way this time. Fancy. Alright, this looks like the engine room. But, as soon as we enter, this giant tentacle monster starts destroying the ship. And the ship starts tilting. Ah, I'm going the wrong way. So now we gotta get up to the surface. These things are in our way, and I think the goddess sword is absolutely required here. And I think that, actually, now that we have, oh wow, I can't believe I fell for that. Now that we have the true master sword, I think that, our skyward strikes actually travel further, which is nice. Okay, and I think with this door we should be out. Oh, it's raining a bit. Oh, can't go back. I know I normally skip cutscenes like this, but I don't feel that that's necessary here. There it is! The monster we're going to be fighting! Abyssal Leviathan Tentalis. Now let's go ahead and take you on. First he's gonna go down. Or is he not? Yep, he's gonna go down first. You want to charge up a Skyward Strike so that you can take these things out. They can be very annoying if you don't take them out. You can also do a vertical slice. It'll just knock it back down though, instead of actually destroying it. And after you destroy enough of them, I think, then you will come out, and then you want to... There we go. Shoot him in the eye. Then he'll fall down, and then you can wail on it. Now we have a much stronger sword than you're supposed to have at this point. So we're doing a lot more damage than we're supposed to, of course. This time he's going to spawn quite a few more tentacles. Alright, that was enough. However, he doesn't always spawn in the same place every time. Now there's going to be a ton of tentacles. Ooh, you don't want him to grab onto you like that. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, but if you thought this fight was done after one phase, then you'd be sorely mistaken. I don't know where those barrels are coming from, because I didn't see any barrels up here before, but now we start phase 2. This phase is thankfully shorter than the other one. Just shoot him immediately. Otherwise he's going to be very annoying. There we go. Do enough damage. Then he'll quiet down. But then his tentacles are going to be very annoying. And then after a while, he will open up, or you'll stop attacking. Wow, all of those miss. But at least when he's stationary, it's easy to hit. And luckily, you only need to do 2 cycles of that. And finally, he is down. Oh boy, I wasn't kidding when I said that that was a long fight, was I? I think the next episode is going to be the second to last episode, actually. Looking at it. Because we really don't have too many things to do, and so we have the Earth Temple, but other than that, there's not really all that much. Another empty bottle. I think there's one more of those we can get. And now... What is the reward for beating the dungeon? A gold rupee. Alright, I think we've done enough in this episode. We don't really have much to do in Skyloft anymore, so I might as well just save and end off the episode here. Until next time, goodbye.